Hi everyone and welcome to TWF Smackdown Live. I'm Gorilla Monsoon here with Xander Harris and Corey Graves. And today on Smackdown Live we have Ernest P. Worrell. Ernest P. Worrell says, you only see me every other show, instead of just seeing me on one show. But, hey, seeing me on one show is more good than seeing me on all the shows, right? Okay, so I got Velasca and Kevin Owens, who now want to be on my new shit list. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach them why they should never have ever unlooked me. You know? Well, Gorilla Monsoon says Ernest P. Worrell apparently didn't mean anything. He wasn't being earnest or truthful or frank when he said he was sad for the way he behaved. Yeah, that was right, Gorilla Monsoon says. That was right, Xander Harris said. Ernest P. Worrell definitely was lying about that. Well, how do you know? Gorilla Monsoon and Xander Harris. Corey Graves says Ernest P. Worrell could have been saying he was sad. But then after Velasca and Kevin Owens had to say the shit they said to him, he has shifted their mind. Oh. And remember, Gorilla Monsoon said, this is the same man who said, if you don't believe the words that I say, then maybe you'll believe my deeds. And according to his words and his deeds, you can't trust any of them, Gorilla Monsoon says. Corey Graves. That's true, Gorilla Monsoon. I guess you can't trust his words and you can't trust his deeds, Xander Harris says. Which is, wow, Corey Graves says, you can trust one thing. Ernest P. Worrell has a goal when it comes to dealing with Velasca and Kevin Owens. So today, I think, Ernest P. Worrell says, that I'm going to finally get them out of my hair. No, Diva Talk says, I have a good thing for you, Ernest. You see, today, I know what we're going to do. You see, everyone doesn't like to see you anymore. You take up almost all the time there is. You don't really do anything that good. And if it wasn't for your mother being the owner, you wouldn't have been around as much as you've been around lately. You wouldn't have been the overseer 3 times, and we all know that. Well, Diva Talks, wasn't for my mother, you wouldn't have been the grand overseer. You wouldn't have been the overseer either. So, you want to get in my business again? Yeah, I've been sitting back, Ernest, holding for a long time. So I come up with this thing, Diva Talk says. Something that you may remember. It happened to CM Punk once, and I think it'll be good if it happens to you. It's called being put in a scrap cart, or the clutter cart. And now Diva Talks, how does that work? It works. You have Velasca and Kevin Owens. They beat the shit out of you, and then they throw you in the back of that clutter truck. And if you're going to have your henchmen, Elias Sampson and Drew McIntyre say shit, get involved, they can be thrown in that clutter truck too. That clutter cart or that scrap cart too. Oh, Diva Talks, I ain't afraid. Bring them on. Well, apparently Ernest P. Worrell saying how bold he is. But here it comes. Here's Kevin Owens. Stunner! Kevin Owens just did the stunner to Ernest P. Worrell, Gorilla Monsoon says. And guess what? Velasca says she can do her stunner too. Xander Harris said. And this time Velasca also does the stunner to Ernest P. Worrell too. Xander Harris said, that's not right. It's not right, Corey Graves says. Ernest P. Worrell can't even fit in that scrap cart. No. But his feet can. It's done. Ernest P. It's over. Here is your winner of the scrap cart clutter cart fight, Kevin Owens and Alaska. What you just saw there, Kevin Owens says, was us taking out the scrap. Kevin Owens said, yeah, what you saw there, Alaska says, was us taking out the clutter. That was Ernest P. Worrell. Okay, maybe he didn't fully fit because he was too freaking big. But hey, his feet fit, right? And if Elias Sampson and Drew McIntyre want to seek to do something about what we just did to their boss, Ernest P. Worrell, they can come out and they can seek to do it if they want. Well, Girl Monsoon says Ernest P. Worrell's gone, putting that scrap cart or that clutter cart. Yes, he was, Xander Harrison. It's gone. Hey, what you did to Ernest P. Worrell was wrong. And I'm going to get back at you, Kevin Owens. Yeah, Velasco, what you did to Ernest P. Worrell was wrong. And I'm going to make sure you don't do anything like that again. Hey, that's good too, Diva Talk says. Thanks for showing up, Drew McIntyre and in this Elias Sampson. You can be put in that clutter cart too, that scrap cart too. Now, whoever puts them in there will win the fight. Will they fit? I don't know. Well, here it is. Oh, Velasco just did the stunner to Elias Sampson. And Elias Sampson is gone. He's in the clutter cart. And now Drew McIntyre trying to do whatever he does, that kick he likes to do. Oh, stunner. That Claymore kick, Girl Monsoon says. He was seeking to do the Claymore kick. Well, it didn't work for him, Xander Harris said. No! It's bad enough you got to put Ernest P. Worrell in there and you had Elias Sampson in there, and now Drew McIntyre's in there. And now it's driving off with both of them in it. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner of the scrap cart, clutter cart fight, Velasco and Kevin Owens. Velasco and Kevin Owens win this fight, with the win this fight here. They beat Elias Sampson, Drew McIntyre, and also Ernest P. Worrell here, Girl Monsoon says. Yeah, Xander Harris says, I think that was really good to see all three of them go out with the scrap and the clutter. Yeah, Xander Harris, you always think it's funny when someone gets thrown out for scrap or clutter. Well, it's not funny. Well, Girl Monsoon says, Ernest P. Worrell and Drew McIntyre and Elias Sampson thrown out like they were clutter or scrap. I understand we got Girl Monsoon. I just understand we have Michael Cole, and he's now with Velasco and Kevin Owens. First off, Velasco, you and Kevin Owens just beat Drew McIntyre and Elias Sampson, Ernest P. Worrell, in the clutter cart, scrap cart fight. Yes, we did. We got rid of Ernest P. Worrell, and hopefully that's the last time anyone ever sees that jerk. But sadly, he's going to probably come back again. Knowing him, he always comes back. But, this time we gave him shame. Goes around unlooking and shaming others. Well, he got what he wanted. He got put out with the scrap, put out with the clutter. And it's like this, Michael Cole. Ernest P. Worrell took takes good time away from other wrestlers. Okay? And I'm not done with him. Every time he wants to be around, we're going to do something about it. And I think Ernest P. Worrell, along with Drew McIntyre and Elias Sampson, got what was coming to them. They got put out with the scrap, out with the clutter. Well, that was my talk with Belasca and Kevin Owens. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon. Well, Michael Cole, thank you, Michael Cole. Gorilla Monsoon says, apparently Ernest P. Worrell and Drew McIntyre and Elias Sampson are now out with the clutter, with the scrap. Oh yeah, I don't think that's right, Corey Graves says. And how could Diva Talks do that? How could she do that to her boss? Have him thrown out like clutter, like scrap? Well, I guess if you're acting like a jerk, if you behave like the jerk, then you get things done to you, Xander Harris says. And Diva Talks had the right to do it. You know? Yes, Ernest P. Worrell might be Xena's son, but Diva Talks is Xena's sister-in-law. So you can see that, so you can't say that Diva Talks doesn't have the room to do it. She had the room to do it. She had the grounds to do it too. What I mean to say. Well, Gorilla Monsoon says, hopefully it's the last time we ever see Ernest P. Worrell. But I have a belief he'll be back again. Oh, you better believe it, Gorilla Monsoon and Xander Harris. He'll be back. And then he'll get even with everyone who unlooked him, who shamed him. Corey Graves says, well, all the time for Smackdown Live, Gorilla Monsoon, Xander Harris, and Corey Graves. Hope you like Smackdown Live, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT.